In my mind, I made my peace the best I could with this guy. And that was that. And I ended up marrying Tommy. And spent my years as a stay-at-home mom in a safety bubble. It was an escape from all the chaos, confusion I had been dwelling in my teen years. It was a quiet time of learning about God. It was a time of safety and protection. I was insulated, and Tommy took care of me and Leah. And it was a time of reflection, a time of sorting through things, a time of learning, a time of trying to make sense of everything. And God shed some light on some issues in my life that needed attention, and I began to realize just how broken I had been, how shattered I had been. I had some psychological problems after the abortion. I had some identity issues where I actually shaved off one side of my head, one side of my hair, threw away all my clothes that I loved, and not makeup, but jewelry and music and anything that was like who I am, I got rid of, and I tried to become someone else. I tried to throw myself away. I had a broken heart, a shattered heart, and a shattered mind. And God slowly and gently started to show me my wounds. And then it's really painful. And I'm getting to my point, believe it or not. The whole point, I'm trying to tell you how Jesus can actually literally heal and restore your broken heart and your broken mind. It's not just something you read on a card, or a love note, broken heart. No, it's true. You really can be broken, and He really can put it back together. He began to show me the ways that I was wounded, going back to my teen years, and issues with my dad, and places of infection, spiritual infection, from the promiscuity and the dabbling with drugs, and dabbling even with a little witchcraft. Even I didn't even realize, I didn't even take it seriously, but I'd play with the Ouija board a few times, and just opened up different spiritual doorways. And my mind just broke. I was sick in the head. And God began to gently show me these areas that I was sick. And it can be kind of hard when you start facing the truth, and when He starts giving you wisdom. Pray for wisdom, by the way, because He'll give it to you. My brother-in-law told me recently he spent the last 2 years praying for wisdom. That's been his number one prayer, and he said God has filled him with so much lately. It's like, be careful what you ask for. When you start praying for wisdom, He's not going to shortchange you. So, while I was married in this little insulated safety bubble thing, He showed me these things, and it was really, really, really hard. It's like I had a minefield to work through. It's work. To sort things out and realize what went wrong, realize the things that have happened, and why you're this way and why you're that way, and what areas need healing, cleansing and healing. It was really rough, and I did it on my own. I had God with me. But the main thing that I could never seem to overcome was this feeling that I still had a broken, a broken heart from the abortion. I still felt that nothing could ever fix that. Nothing could ever repair that. And it's like walking around with this heavy, dark, black weight day in and day out. But I had heard stories of healing and restoration and forgiveness, and it was like just outside of my reach. I never could grasp this, and I wanted it, and I spent an entire decade in search of it. I never could get there in my head. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I could never mentally or emotionally overcome the wounds from the abortion. And I prayed about it, and I knew I was forgiven in my head, but my heart was just broken from it. And I carried that weight around with me from the age of 18 all the way through my 20s until the year 2000, after a lot more chaos happened. And now in 2000 was another quiet time for me, where I was able to settle down and rest. One day, I was reading on a website that ministered to women who've had abortions. And it was a word of healing, and it was actually a prayer. It was actually a prayer someone posted. It said, God is going to heal you. God is going to bring restoration into you. Go to Him and pray for restoration. It was like a prophetic word that really penetrated me. It was just, I was overcome. This was at night. I was in my mom's apartment. She was already in bed. I'm just reading this, and I'm thinking, I want this. I want this healing that they're talking about. I want this restoration. I want this touch from God. I can't go on any longer carrying this weight around. I need to move forward in my life. I need to start gaining momentum and strength. I can't be carrying this burden around anymore. This broken heart. And so, being prompted by this prayer on this ministry website thing, I turned off the computer, and I got down on my knees in the living room and quietly said this prayer. I just quietly prayed to myself. I said, Dear God, please restore me. Please heal my broken heart from the abortion. I said, I want your touch. I want you to minister to me. I want you to heal me. Heal your servant so your servant can move forward. Heal me. And okay, I did that. And then I got up and walked back to the back bedroom to go to sleep. I thought that was it, I thought that prayer was it. My mom had her door open a little bit, and I just, walked on past it and laid down and went to sleep. And that night I had a dream. And it was a living dream. It was alive. In the dream, I found myself, the year was 1987, 1988. I found myself in my bedroom